Hello, my dear friends. Here is Tobias, and I do now my second English spoken video. The last one I have done some days ago, and it's on our Project Sunshine Be Human channel on YouTube to find, and I uploaded it on Facebook in my private Facebook account too. Maybe you want to check it out too and leave some feedbacks, comments, inputs, or just give a like and share it on your timeline. It would be very nice. Thank you. Okay, the second video, I have no special subjects I want to talk about. Just several things which are in my mind. And one thing, for example, is I received a YouTube comment about rock and roll music and that it's devil music. So let me say, rock and roll or any other music genre is like devil music. It is said that it's devil music because look at the times. It was an invention of the 1950s, so the people were not as open as we should be nowadays. So everything which is rethinking the system, the existing system, is for some people devilish, but it means in the end progress and mind expansion. It is important for the forthcoming of mankind, and life in an artistic way is experimental. So if a music producer, for example, invents a new musical genre or a new kind of drawing or a new art of writing, then it's only expression of the art. So the divine, you have to understand, is also art. And if an artist opens his own divine source and expresses his artistic life in his art, then it's divine expansion in his thoughts. So definitely only short-minded or unknowing persons say to a music genre it's devil music, because they do not understand music is a worldly replication of the universal sounds or rhythms or melodies, and each, I think, had heard some universal sounds like this noises in space, I mean. So we have here a worldly art with the music genre. If it is pop music, or it's classical music, or it's like music from different tribes. There is the source of all where it started with the drum rhythms, or with, see, the Aborigines with their instruments, or on the African continent with their instruments, for example. It's very important to understand the source of our nowadays music is not only in electronic area located, it is just a reflection of a real instrument. So if one knows about synthesizers, there are the drum sounds for timbales, for example, or for the bass drum, or for the toms, or for the hi-hats. This is just an electronic replication of an existing instrument. It is nothing new. like different other synthesizer sounds are, for example, replication for organ music, classical or church organ music, and this was invented in the classical area. So it's only a electronic sound. It is different to a real instrument which can breathe. It can breathe on the air. It can go in the air, the noise waves and the sound waves, and it's a different feeling than the electronic sounds which you hear nowadays almost everywhere. For example, in the radio or on music television. This is another sound than the breathing sound of real instruments. Each knows a different, or I think each can hear the difference between maybe a electronic designed e-guitar and a real e-guitar, like for example Slash from Guns N' Roses was big, or Jimi Hendrix. This is different because it can breathe, it's on the air, it's alive. So electronic is not this alive in its way of expression like it's, for example, a real instrument is, or a real piano is sounds different, it sounds stronger than when I play on my synthesizer keyboard or just an electronic keyboard with some preset sounds. And I want to say, why say about music it's a devil's music, and and such sayings come from misunderstandings or short horizon or do not understand. This is what one should have in mind while saying this. And I want to explain what I think and know about this subject. So for me it was important to say this statement in public because I think still many misunderstandings because of music are out there. So also, for example, some lyrics about or from the band, German rock band or heavy metal, is it not? But it's kind of rock band, yes, the Rammstein. If one understands their lyrics the right way, it's not evilish or psychopath path or something. It's really their kind of, let me say, it's poetry. You don't, please do not overrate art in this way. Like also, for example, the fashion does it. It is always overrating of the thing from people which do not understand correctly the way of art, and once you deal with the art to understand the art, and that is for me very important because I like poetry very much and I like music very much, and my own music brought me to these understandings, for example, and the the dealing with, for example, with some movie genres, such things, because making movies or making films is also a kind of art, and one should try to open his own artistic channel to speak correctly about this thing, because each artist, if it's a painter or if it's an architecture manager which builds house, it's also a kind of art, or it's a musician, or it's a comedian, which is also a kind of art. is on his own inner artistic path too. So these people do understand maybe a bit better what they want to express with their, for example, like Lady Gaga does with her styles and with her fashion. But it's like the more commercial way she does, because she has the money with her management to make her popular with money, and that is what a lot of underground musicians or bands or some unknown writers from stories do not have. So it's important to understand first what it means on the artistic part to be. It just really means be on the divine part path of your own soul, and to understand there your God-given gift to share with the people and society. So I hope I could give you some good inputs to the subject of art, and a little small view of my own inner thinking to this theme of art. And I hope you understand now a little bit better. If not, ask me or write a comment and I will give you answer. For me, is I'm glad if someone is interested in things like that, because it has something to do with open their own horizon and to grow. This is very important. Not only the school teachings or school lessons are important. The more important thing is the own asking, if not understanding, because only you knows what you don't know and what you don't understand. So please ask and teach yourself in communication. This would lead to a lot of better understanding here with each other, I'm pretty sure. I hope you have a nice weekend, my dear friends, and take care of you. Much love, peace, bye, bye people. I love you.